Hello everyone, this is Muskan Sharma. In last video, I have covered the topic freedom of speech covers freedom to cover court proceeding. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about can a person who lost election be appointed as a chief minister. Okay, All India Trinamool Congress won the election to the legislature of West Bengal while its leader Mamata Banerjee lost in Nandigram where she contested. She is reportedly going to swear in as the chief minister of the state. Is there any legal or constitutional bar in a person who lost election become chief minister? This column attempts to discuss the law and precedents in this regard. Article 164 of the Constitution deals with the appointment of chief minister and other ministers. It read as follows. Article 164 other provisions as to ministers. First, Article 164 Clause 1. The chief minister shall be appointed by the governor and the other ministers shall be appointed by the governor on the advice of the chief minister. And the ministers shall hold office during the pleasure of the governor. However, Article 164 Clause 4 provides as follows. A minister who for any period of 6 consecutive months is not a member of the legislature of the state shall at the expiration of that period cease to be a minister. In Harsharan Verma versus Tribhuvan Naren Singh, AIR 1971, Supreme Court 1331, the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court considered the issue whether a person who is not a member of state legislature can be appointed as the chief minister. Now, in the said case, the appointment of the Tribhuvan Naren Singh as chief minister of Uttar Pradesh was challenged on the ground that he was not a member of either house of legislature at the time of appointment. Before the High Court, Harsharan Verma contended that Clause 1 of the Article 164 of the Constitution prohibits the appointment of any person not a member of the legislature as a chief minister. Rejecting the challenge, the Allahabad High Court held that a chief minister, like any other minister, can hold office for 6 months without being a member of the legislature. The High Court held Article 164 is divided into 5 clauses. The first deal with the appointment of the chief minister and the other ministers. The second enjoins the collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers to the Legislative Assembly of the state. The third makes it incumbent upon the governor to administer the oath of office and of secrecy to every minister before he enters upon his office. It means everyone has to take an oath in front of governor. The fourth provides that a minister who is not a member of the legislature for 6 consecutive months shall vacate his office, and the fifth confers upon the legislature the power to fix the salaries and allowances of ministers by law. And there is an exception if at the time of financial emergency this clause can be put into an exception. Okay, if the word minister throughout this article was not intended to include the chief minister, it would follow that the chief minister is exempt from the constitutional duty to take the oath of office and shall not cease to be a minister if after his appointment his election to the legislature is set aside and he is not re-elected within 6 months of being unseated. Moreover, the salary and allowances of the chief minister, unlike those of his colleagues, will not be under the control of the legislature of the state, as in the case of his other colleagues. The court cannot accept an interpretation which will lead to such absurd results. It is clear that the word minister in clauses 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th of Article 164 includes the chief minister. Under Clause 5, a chief minister, like any other minister, can hold office for 6 months without being a member of the legislature. Another issue raised was whether a person who has been elected by the majority of the member of the Legislative Assembly as their party leader be appointed chief minister before he acquires membership of the legislature. The court held as follows. I think clause 4 of Article 164 does not prohibit such a stopgap government and arrangement. It says that a minister who for any period of 6 consecutive months is not a member of the state legislature of the state shall at the expiration of that period cease to be a minister. This implies that any minister can hold office for 6 months without being a member of the legislature. It indicated that the word minister in this clause includes chief minister. It follows that the appointment as chief minister of a person who is not a member of the legislative assembly but commands its support pending his election to that house within 6 months is not prohibited by the constitution, nor does it violate the basic principle of parliamentary government, that the chief or the prime minister must have the confidence of the legislature. Whether such a stopgap appointment is politically desirable or proper is not a matter for this court to consider. It appears to that therefore that the appointment of the first respondent as a chief minister was not illegal. The Allahabad High Court thus dismissed the challenge, and thus the case reached the Supreme Court and finally before the Constitution bench. Uploading the High Court judgment, the Supreme Court said, "It seems to us that by virtue of Article 177, the ministers, even if they are not member of a legislative assembly or legislative council, would be entitled to be present at such a meeting." It seems to us that in the context of the other provisions of the Constitution referred to above, there is no reason why the plain words of clause 4 of Article 164 should be cut down in any manner and confined to a case where a minister loses for some reason his seat in the legislature of the state. About 14 years later, Verma again approached the Apex Court challenging the appointment of K.P. Tiwari as Minister of Government of Uttar Pradesh, who was not a member of either house of the state legislature. He contended that in the judgment of Harsharan Verma versus Shri Tribhuvan Naren Singh, where it had been held that the appointment of a person as chief minister could not be challenged on the ground that he was not a member of the legislature of a state. At the time of appointment, the court had not considered the effect of the amendment of Article 173 Clause A of the Constitution by 16th Amendment Act 1963. Rejecting the above contentions, the court held that there is no material change brought about by reason of the amendment of Article 173 Clause A of the Constitution in the legal position that a person who is not a member of the state legislature may be appointed as a minister, subject of course to Clause 4 of Article 164 of the Constitution. Now, with regard to the first point, namely that no person shall be entitled to be appointed a minister unless he is at the time of his appointment an elected member of the house, I think it forgets to take into consideration certain important matters which cannot be overlooked. A person cannot be consequently appointed using the provision of 6 months. In the provision of 6 months. So this is some basic headline which I have covered in my topic. According to this, I can say that a person can be elected as a chief minister if he or she has lost an election. At last, I would like to say that if you like my video, please like it, drop a like and subscribe it. Thank you.